Hey guys, how's it going? A little bit of a different style of video for you. Couldn't record this while I was doing it because of where I was, and I couldn't fit the camera in and comfortably work around it, so I just took pictures. So anyways, let's get right to it. On the left I've got a voltage regulator. It'll take a wide voltage in and drop it down to either 5.1 or 6.2 volts. That is important because I built one of these before, actually just before, and found out the hard way that the camera does not run on 12 volts. I let the magic smoke out. So anyways, voltage regulator on the left, 5.8 gigahertz video transmitter in the middle, and then a 2.4 gigahertz night vision security camera on the right. This is all stuff that I just had laying around. First step was what we're going to want to do is start taking it apart. My front lens unscrews. You can see an O-ring there. That's just to help keep it waterproof. It's got mounting, your standard camera thread on the top and the bottom of the body, and a little black plug that you can see just in front of the lens, the front cover, sorry. That needs to come off as well. On this camera you had to cut the pigtail off to get that out. Next step would be to separate the different boards. The board on the left is your night vision LED ring. The board in the middle is your camera board. And then in the bottom right corner is your 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. This next picture shows you what goes where. In the kind of center bottom is the pigtail. You've got that blue wire and the green wire and one white wire that go from the pigtail to the 2.4 gigahertz. The green and blue wires are to change your channels. The white wire, I believe, is for audio, the one that comes from the pigtail. And then from the pigtail to the camera board, you've got a yellow, black, and red wire. Yellow, I honestly have no idea what the yellow wire does. Black is, of course, ground, and red is positive. This camera is up to 9 volts. And then from the wireless transmitter to the camera board, you've got a white, a black, and a red. The black and the red power the transmitter, and the white wire is actually your video signal. And this picture, I've got it broken down. I've got the wireless transmitter cut off. No, I don't. It's right there. I've got the pigtail cut off. That's what I did. And then I divided the wires up. The wires, the red and black wires in the right side of the board are the ones that we need to solder to. The black and the red in the top of the board can come right off, but we will, for some reason, I had to run a jumper wire from the positive on the top of the board to the positive on the bottom of the board. Otherwise, the LED ring wouldn't turn on. So, yeah, I really don't know why that is, and I still don't know what that yellow wire does. And the next picture, you can see what I've done. I've soldered a white and a black. White is my new positive. Black is, of course, ground. I've got that little trigger wire going over to that other positive post from the white wire. And yellow wire is now our video signal, video out. So after doing the soldering and whatnot, I put it back together, fed the wires through the back side. This is a picture of the front, all completed. When you're putting, if you have this particular one, I don't even know which one it is, but if yours looks like this, do not forget that little piece of heat shrink around your light sensor. Otherwise, it could get all buggy on you, I guess. It'll be picking up light from different sources instead of straight ahead. This is a picture of it from the back. I've used one of those female push pins. I'm not sure what that terminal is called, but that the one on the end of the yellow wire there goes to our video transmitter. And then our black and white wires are the positive and negative, not respectively. So in this picture you can see that I've got my yellow wire going into the video transmitter. I've got the yellow, or the black and white wires going into the balance port of the LiPo battery. It is a 3-cell battery, so it's 12 volts. And then off the main lead from the battery, I've got it into the video transmitter. The video transmitter runs at 12 volts. But yeah, again, I fried the last one I did just before this one by seeing if it would run on 12 volts. It does not. So in this picture you can see that I've got it transmitting to my little TV. It's a 7-inch display. I used it for FPV before, but I've got a 5.8 gigahertz receiver strapped to the back of it, and then a little battery powering that one as well. On the back of the video transmitter I found a 12 volt pad and a ground pad, so I just wired the voltage regulator up to that, and then I can fold it down on top of it and make it all clean in one package. And on the back of the voltage regulator you can see the 5.1 and the 6.2. I've bridged that center pin over to the 6.2 so that is the output voltage. And this picture you can see that I have the output of the voltage regulator wired up to the camera, and I've also got a piece of double-sided tape between the voltage regulator and the video transmitter to keep them from shorting each other out. This is a picture of it inside my truck. This is the screen, and you can see the little antenna and receiver. Well, you can't see the receiver, but you can see the antenna for the receiver behind the screen. I tested this thing. It's good up to, I don't know, I think I walked about 70 feet away from the receiver, from the transmitter and camera, and I still had crystal clear pictures. So yeah, it works pretty good. I gotta figure out, I'm probably gonna end up putting it there, not gonna have the shroud around it. I might have the shroud around it, but I'm probably gonna end up building a little box to hold it there, and that will be its home. And there's another picture of it, my messy floor. So yeah, it works pretty good. So, well, I realized that I forgot to take a picture of everything completed. So here is the video transmitter and the voltage regulator strapped together with heat shrink around them. I just have to secure, well, what I'm going to do is actually waterproof the ends of them, seal them up with like hot glue or something. And then what I'm going to do is mount this. It's very difficult to do this one-handed. Mount it like that, and then I can use one of those special bolts on the bottom and put it underneath the truck, so it'll aim right at my trailer hitch, and then well, once I get it installed, and then backing up trailers or backing up to really close objects isn't going to be an issue. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys a live demo of it, so I will get this all set up and we will see how it works. This thing is really cool because when it gets too dark out, it switches to night vision and you can see anyways. Alrighty, it is transmitting completely. So there's my door and my window. So yeah, this thing works pretty good. It's not the best camera in the world, but this is one feature that I thought was pretty cool. I'll just close my door and the lights will go off and still be able to see. See, it switched to night vision. If I did, oh, what is going on? Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, if I didn't have those LEDs in here, I wouldn't be able to see squat. But it's pretty decent. The closer you are to something, the brighter it's going to be, obviously, but it's not too bad. Try to pick up the battery too. There we go. There. Like, that's frickin' decent. That is quite decent. I really like that. So, anyways, there's a live demo for you guys. Oh, where's my door handle? There, and it's such a quick change too. So, you can see the lights are back on, lights are off, and this thing doesn't doesn't really take any time to focus or readjust. That's so freaking cool. Well guys, that'll do it for today. So give her a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give her a thumbs down if you didn't. Oh, actually, I guess only you guys on Patreon will be seeing this video, so I don't know if you can give her a thumbs up or thumbs down through Patreon. It doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. Thank you for nerding out with me today, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, guys.